Watauga Arts Council with your host, Cherry Johnson, serving arts in Watauga County for more than 30 years.
Hi, I'm Cherry Johnson with Watauga County Arts Council. I don't know if you've figured it out yet, but we are one very busy organization. And we have a lot going on, and not the least of it is our galleries. We have wonderful galleries. We have 4 of them in the Blue Ridge Art Space. We are tickled to have 4 galleries. Among the galleries are a children's gallery, which we are delighted to have. First time we've ever had one. You know, Judy, this is Judy Clarke. She's one of our board members, and she's also very actively involved in the galleries. And I think kids are so more pleased than anybody else when they have their artwork on display.
Oh, yes.
That is just a really big deal.
A really big deal.
And so to have a children's gallery where our kids can have a place that's theirs, that they can display their work, that's a real gallery. It's not just a refrigerator somewhere. I mean, It really is a nice place to display their work. And so we're excited about that. We have our Serendipity Gallery, which serves the senior adult population. Right. And that's that's curated by Marcia Holmes, who is
teacher at...
Yeah, she teaches at Cove Creek and the Lois Harrell Seniors. Teaches all kinds of wonderful art classes and brings us all kinds of great folks through that.
Yes.
And then we have our Open Door Gallery, which is primarily it's basically aimed at emerging artists, although realistically it is also the best place to display 3-dimensional work due to the way the building's configured. So like right now we've got this amazing exhibit by Pat Moritz.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It is
gorgeous.
Baskets.
All these baskets.
Baskets like redefined.
Right, with silver
and golden. There was one called Disarray that just is an explosion. There's one that's a mystery box that has no opening.
Oh.
You got to go find it. And then she's got just little baskets, big baskets. I mean, baskets this small up to baskets almost as big. Yeah, you and I could hide in one of them.
Yes.
So there's just a vast array of baskets. And then Judy here has been working very hard with our current main gallery exhibit, which is by the High Country Water Media Society.
Yes, our exhibit for the year where we show our artwork and also have some bonjour, and that person is going to be Brenda Council this year. Is the judge.
Tell me about Brenda Council.
Brenda Council, it's really interesting. She started out, she was from Florida, grew up in Florida, and at 7 years old she had her first exhibit.
Right.
And it was at a museum there in town. And then at Jacksonville. And then at 11, she actually made something that she had, artwork that she had constructed and put out on the land somewhere, somebody's land. And, and she's been on the NBC Today show and all types, and she has made these wonderful, she does these ceilings, where she does all this work.
Michelangelo.
Yeah, Michelangelo kind of thing. It's great. And she's just a little bitty thing. You think, how in the world does she get that up there and do all that stuff? And she has a display at the Belk Library.
Right.
And she also has one at the New Education Building. And so you need to go over and see her work. But anyway, she has been our judge this year. And she is going to come that evening, Saturday evening. And she will actually tell why she chose the pieces that she chose and give a question and answer period. And so it's going to be fun. And she probably will do that around 6 o'clock.
So we're having a juried exhibition with the High Country. Now, High Country Water Media Society, let's talk about what is that and who can be involved.
Right.
This organization begins about
1996 or 97. Okay. And we get to meet at Cheap Joe's. His art place. Oh, it's wonderful. It's great, and he lets us have that free, and that is just so wonderful. We really appreciate it. And we meet every second Saturday from May till October.
Right.
And we always have a little get-together where we have food and that kind of thing. We visit for about an hour. And then we have our meeting for about a half hour. And then we have a demonstrator. We always have an artist that comes in, demonstrates for the group.
Some new technique or something.
And does a demo, and the people love it. And then if they want to pursue it, if they want to go to her class that afternoon, then they there's a charge for it, a small charge, and they get to do that.
And then after that, they come to our
Yes,
second Saturday
and then they're going
event.
to come to our second Saturday thing. Yes,
It just works right in the
that's
little
right,
line.
which is going to be from
So-
5:30 to 7:30.
Right.
Yes.
Now, the High Country Water Media Society is defined by the word water because it involves any kind of art that involves water. So it could be watercolors, acrylics. There are water-soluble oils. There's water pencils that use
Pencil.
water with it.
There's ink and
Pen and ink.
pen
That's
and ink,
water.
That's in there.
What
And pencil.
else?
They've said pencil. I was looking at one
Pencil.
thing of our thing that said pencil. You know, if you draw.
Now, there are water-soluble pencils.
Yeah, and it
where
may
you
be-
use a brush with water.
Yeah, and it may be that, but they
uh-huh.
talked because they talked about pencils. But it did say ink and
And there's a version of pastels that also
pastels.
fits in that
yeah.
category.
Yes, and
So-
we've kind of let them come in a little bit because there's nothing for them right here in Boone, and so we've included that.
Okay. Because I noticed in the exhibit that this is a wonderful exhibit, by the way. This is juried, so therefore they're bringing in some of their most prized pieces that they've done and recently, So we've got a great assortment of work.
Yes.
Just really nice stuff.
Yeah, really interesting work, and I think that it's very unusual, some of the pieces. So I think you'll really enjoy going to the gallery.
Now let's say that I'm a dabbling artist and maybe I'm not really that professional at it, but I just want to go learn a little more. How do I get involved with Water Media Society?
All you have to do is come to one of our meetings. We have one free meeting that you get to come to and meet everybody, and we introduce you and
Decide if you like it.
decide if you like it. And anybody that's interested, you don't have to be a good artist. This is for beginners too.
Yeah.
And that's why all these classes that we have
You
every
could even
Saturday.
just be an appreciator because
Oh,
you really
yeah.
aren't doing the art at the meetings. You're just watching it and
Watching
talking
it,
about
yes.
it. Yeah.
And
So-
then if you want to get involved, you can take one of the afternoon classes.
Right. How can you help yourself?
Yeah, how can you help yourself? And then you're right there too, where you can buy supplies from Joe, and where
Yeah.
you can pick up the things you need, and it's just socially, it's wonderful too.
It is.
It's a good group.
It's a great.
And anybody that's, as you say, that's interested in art at all would enjoy.
And Cheap Joe's is such a supportive place. Not only, obviously this is to their advantage because they sell art supplies and they got a lot of artists coming in for these meetings, duh.
Yeah.
But they are such supporters of the arts in general all through the community. For one thing, they support our galleries.
Yeah.
They give us money every month to help support the expenses that we incur for the galleries, which is just phenomenal. They've been doing this for years and
For years, yeah.
And they're very supportive of the Arts Council in other ways as well. So we're always grateful to them for the role they play in our.
Yes.
We're lucky to have them.
We're lucky to have them. Yeah, they're really good to us.
Yeah, we're lucky to have the Water Media Society, I think.
Oh, yes, yeah.
I've watched that organization grow over the years and been very impressed with the every year it seems like they bring in more professional, more better looking, more high quality work than ever before,
Right,
And
yeah.
it just seems like it just keeps growing, and I'm wondering where this limit is.
I know. Well, as long as there's people like Marcia that teach classes and
That's
you know,
right.
prepare you better, and by going to these water media places too, our classes, you learn so much about
Yes.
what other people are doing, and you think maybe I could try that. It's really encourages.
Yes.
And we have things to
Well, we
help
make it
improve.
accessible so many different ways. And one way we do that is through the Watauga County Arts Council's Blue Ridge Art Space, is we're cranking up a bunch of classes, and so many of those are introductory and things that can get you started. And then if you really get into it and you think you really like it a lot, there's other places to go and learn even more.
Right,
So
yeah.
it's, we're a very arts-rich community in a lot of ways, and so we're just kind of
willing to
proliferating.
try everything.
That's right.
All type of things, which I think is very interesting and very
Yeah.
good.
Speaking of art, we got to talk about something coming up pretty soon, the Artful Palette.
Oh, yes.
September
yes.
the 21st at the Green Park Inn. I don't know
Gonna
if
be
you've seen
really
the Green
neat.
Park lately, but it's a great place.
Oh, yes.
And,
it
it
is.
had kind of a down spell, and now they've revived, and it's just a wonderful location to have an event like this. Now, the Artful Palette is an event, it's a fundraiser for the Arts Council. It's also part of the Arts Rock celebration that's going on in Blowing Rock. And it is an opportunity to showcase all kinds of arts. So we will have performers, we'll have some artists doing stuff on the spot. We will also have things you can buy. So because we're having an auction that night.
Right.
And so we just began selling tickets this week for the Artful Palette, which is again coming up. And you got to, what made me think about it is this shirt that Judy's wearing.
Yes, my
Because
artful shirt.
It is. It's an artful shirt, and she's going to wear it to the Artful Palette, right?
That's right. That's right.
You're supposed to dress artfully, and I cannot imagine. I think it's going to be so much fun to see what people interpret that to mean.
Yes, I'm going to have some type of a hat too, I can tell you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're waiting to see how this whole effect comes across.
Yeah.
This will be an exciting room just to see the
yes.
costume,
Yes.
whatever people put on. And it can be something very subdued, or it can be something very crazy. You know, whatever you want to do.
That's right. Very artful. Yeah.
We're looking forward. The Arts Council's got so many things going. I know you know about our fence pickets, that we're painting our picket painting parties and picket painting station.
And that's
and
fun.
Fabulous
That
Fence
has been great.
Festival coming
Yes.
up. And then we're going to start painting parties starting on the 23rd. Every Friday evening, we're inviting adults, not kids, to come in, and we'll be painting furniture and barn quilts. We will be painting them not for each other or not to take home with us, but to raise money for the Arts Council. So we're taking donated furniture, and we're painting small 2x2 barn quilts, and we'll be selling them in our gift shop so you can have it for your very own.
That's right.
So
and they're going to be very unique and one of a kind.
each one will be one of a kind.
That's right.
And it will be a community effort, every single one of them.
Yes, it's going to be a community effort.
It's going to be so much fun. You just got to come get involved with the Arts Council. We got so much happening, and the Blue Ridge Art Space is so easy to find. It's at the corner of Shadow Line and State Farm, and it's becoming busier every single day of the week,
yes.
Judy.
Oh,
So-
I know. And we've got those wonderful figures outside. I love those.
Aren't those great? Tell
They
you kind
are.
of what's happening.
That's right. And everybody sees those and they say, I love those figures. That
Oh,
you've got
good.
outside." Yeah. So
that
it's-
was a good moment of inspiration, wasn't it?
yes, it was, because it really, and you say, oh, art, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
conveys
yeah.
the spirit of the
Yes,
place.
it sure does.
So come by, check us out. We are open. Our official gift shop and gallery hours are Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 11 to 6. But we're there a lot more, and especially if you want to come paint your picket, just call and see if we're going to be there, and come on over. Bring a couple of friends. That's what you
That's
did.
right. Oh, yes. Yeah, I
You
took
and-
Mary Dunlap, and I tell you, we had a great time painting on those
And it was creatively.
That's right. It was
wonderful.
creative.
Thank you so much, and we hope you'll be joining us. Check our website, watauga-arts.org, for this and so much more.
Watauga Arts Council with your host, Cherry Johnson, serving arts in Watauga County for more than 30 years.